Hi, this is Ernie. I'm that guy who had $6 in his checking account and now having millions of dollars. Um, I'm going to share something insane. You might think I'm crazy, or you might say I am in some ways half smart to do this. So keep watching, and I'm going to show you that might be one of the game-changing way for you to accumulate money or have initial capital for you to invest, especially when we had a day like yesterday. When, remember Oklo, I exited, some people are like, oh, why did you let your option get exercised? Bam, it went down 25% back to low 30s. Or Nvidia went down 17%, 18%. And you wish you had more money to go shopping at a discount, but many of you, and back then I did not have money. So this is what I used to come up with capital to invest and maintain that capital without doing actually not much. So let me show you. You might have seen a chart like this before. Relationship between banking and customer. So bank rewards you for depositing money. They give you interest rate like 0.2%. Something ridiculously low on checking account. Almost sometimes nothing. They reward you for utilizing credit card. When they make boatload of money, charging you 20%. They charge you fee for overdraft and etc. And then that little amount of money they pay you, they gather all those deposits and then they make a loan, a mortgage. Personal loan, you've seen in my other video, 10 to 15%, mortgages, 7% at least. Why am I showing you this? I have an explanation. While I was talking to a friend of mine about how banks make money, I said to myself, is there a way for me to borrow money cheap? I mean, we're talking about dirt cheap, like a 2% interest or something lower. And if I get a 1% return a week, if you have been watching my video, sorry about the laundry, just like we mentioned, we air hang it so that we don't use the dryer. So sorry about that. Let me twist the video a little bit. Is there a way for me to borrow money extremely cheap and get 1% return a week, just like my videos have been showing you? That's 4% a month. That might be sufficient enough for me to pay my loan or money, whatever money that I borrow. You're thinking, oh, you're going to borrow money and put it into the stock market? No. Before you judge me, keep listening. Is there a way for me to make 4%, even 3% or 2% a month? That might be sufficient enough to cover my monthly payment and pay off over a long period of time. And so that at the end of that day, when I pay the whole thing, I'm left with $10,000 or more, depending on how well I do. Yes, there is a way, and I'm going to show it to you right now. Sorry, unlike other letters that I've shown you about personal loan, don't ever touch it, right? Don't ever touch it. This is one of those balance transfer offer from credit cards. Right? So in some cases, they even send you a check. Sorry, I ripped everything that is a personally identifiable information. But that week, pure coincidence, I received a bank balance transfer offer that says 0% interest until it's fully paid. This one, if you look at it, it's like January 2026, right? 0% on cash deposit or whatever it might be. Rather than 0% until a certain time, this offer was 0% until my balance is completely paid. And if you look at the fine prints, here it's like fee of 4% applies to each transaction. So if I am borrowing $10,000, my fee is $400. And I get to borrow money for free. Just like that bank, how bank typically makes money. free, but 0% interest until it's paid. Whether it's 10 years, 5 years, 6 years, it's 0%. So I said to myself, is this even possible? Can I do this? So I took $20,000, right? So $800 in fee. And I knew that based on what I do, I felt confident that I can get at least $800 return to make it even. So, and then I was not sure because, stock market can be risky. So I put half of my money in something like SPY that's incredibly safe. So I get 0.25% to 0.5% every week. And the other one, something like individual stocks. And if you do $20,000, the minimum payment is 1%. So every month I need to make $200 in payment. So first week, I did it. The safer half, even after you pay capital gains, I'm still making enough money to pay the loan. And the other one, I'm making 1.5%, 1.7%. So with $20,000, I was making close to $1,000 a month. That even after I set aside money for capital gains and pay my monthly minimum, of course I'm only paying minimum because it's 0% until it's paid. So why am I paying more than what I'm supposed to? So I did this for 5 years. And of course, you cannot use that credit card because the rules or the game that they play, if you use it, the high interest rate, you don't pay off first. So anyway, I'll tell you more about it if you actually are interested in doing this. But over time, I'm making $1,000 plus every month, and I'm paying $200. Next month it's like $198. I'm paying this off. And at the end of the day, I just accumulated $20,000 worth of capital without saving money, without getting another job, just by playing this game, borrowing at a cheaper price and making money and using that money to pay off my credit card bill. I was able to accumulate additional $20,000 in capital. And of course, because I reinvest all the time, this money actually became, by the time it was done, it was close to $48,000. I know this is insane. You might say, what if the stock market crashes? Yeah, that's why it's risky. But this might be for those who say, I don't even have $500 to invest. So me learning your option strategy is kind of worthless at the moment. This might be something that you could consider. I'm not saying that you should do it, but something you should consider when you receive one of these mails saying, hey, I have a balance transfer offer, especially when you get something that says 0% until it's fully paid. Call me crazy. I'm willing to take that criticism in my comments, but this might be one of the ways, many ways, for you to come up with capital to invest so that you have steady weekly income that's going to help you get out of more debt. You can do more with whatever extra money you have. You could enjoy life. This is just one way you could consider. Please like, repost, comment, even if it says I'm crazy, Ernie's completely went nuts. Because I've did it a couple times, and through this, I was able to dramatically increase the amount of capital that I could invest. Happy Tuesday, and hopefully you have amazing week, especially with the recovery that's happening at the moment in the stock market.